This WAFL Colts broadcast is brought to you by Electrical Group Training. Considering a career as an electrician, visit egt.net.au to start your journey. Amy, when the bounce serves you a clanger, lucky you're with Amy. And Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes.
Yes, very good morning everyone. Welcome along to the final match of round 9 of the EGT WAFL Colts season for 2026. And you might be forgiven that you may think that we're on top of the Alps. No, this is Sullivan Logistics Stadium, blanketed in a thick cloud of fog on this Sunday morning. It's possibly one of the thickest clouds of fog that we have experienced in the West for quite some time. But there will be no delay. The match will go ahead on schedule and we will proceed. It's a clash between East Perth, who have lost their last 5 matches and are desperate to get back into winning form, with the likes of Peel, Swan Districts and West Perth pulling away from the rest of the pack, and South Fremantle, who are keen to get back into top spot on the ladder following their loss on Monday in the People's Derby to East Fremantle some 6 days ago. Paul Persick's my name. Great to have your company on the official WAFL YouTube channel in conditions that can best be described as bizarre. And in hope the fog will fade away at some point during the match. We do have a forecast of showers and storms during the afternoon, which will make conditions very tricky for the players in the 2 later games, including the main league match that will be live on the screens of 7 from just after 2 o'clock. That clash should be an absolute beauty, the grand final rematch. The changes for both sides this morning. Out go Riley Hetherington for East Perth, Malachi Hansen, Harry Eaton, Lachlan Hughes and Lucas Whitaker from the team that lost to West Perth some 6 days ago. And in comes Blake Graves, Shane Knapp, Kobe Lamb, Kyle McAlpine and Caven Payne for East Perth. Dylan Noble, Cooper Matera, Connor Bush-Jones and Nicholas Allen are out of the South Fremantle side. And in comes Elijah Nathan, Aidan Hedge, Cobe Clucas and the son of Peter Worsfold, the brother of John Worsfold, Jack Worsfold, is making his South Fremantle debut. Famous Bulldog bloodline that started their careers at South Fremantle. Of course, Peter Worsfold playing for the Brisbane Bears in the early 90s, and John Worsfold, well, what more can you say about his resume in the AFL? As the goal umpires and field umpires are deliberating over the conditions. This fog is very, very thick at this stage. The ground manager also making his way onto the ground. The umpires having a chat with the players. You can see the cloud of fog is so thick. As I said in the intro, you could be forgiven if we were on top of the French Alps. But it is not the case. We are in West Australia, and this is the most bizarre weather that you could ever experience in Western Australia without a shadow of a doubt. The players there having a chat from both sides. There is the ground manager, working exceptionally hard to make sure that we get a start. And the ground manager promptly getting the umpires in place. So a great job there by the ground manager to make sure that we have a start. But as you can see, the conditions are quite extraordinary. You could only laugh about it. We have rain and hail in football, but not a thick cloud of fog. But we are going to get underway on time. In the ruck is Warner for East Perth and Lual Gatlak for South Fremantle. In fact, there has been a change on that. It looks like Elijah Nathan is going to take his place in the ruck. The umpires are having a chat now with the starting rucks, shaking hands on a good game. Let's hope the thick cloud of fog does fade away and we'll be able to get a full game completed. Had lightning delays, but fog delays? Oh, sometimes it's taken too far. And let's hope the timekeepers can see the umpire holding the ball in the air as we get things underway in bizarre conditions. Round 9, East Perth and South Fremantle going at it. Rucks go at it. It's Nathan that got the first tap out. Applying the tackle is Stannard. And the first kick going the way of East Perth. Have a look at that. It is quite extraordinary. It's like playing marbles in a bathtub. Gathered by Vanderhoek. Handball out to Godwin. Oh, these conditions are quite extraordinary. Godwin's kick goes looking for his intended target. We can see a little bit closer here. Marsden, his kick goes towards left half forward and it's out of bounds on the full. And the free kick will go the way of the Bulldogs in the back pocket. That's Foster Surza. He spots up a target from the goal mouth as that one is kicked down the line. South Fremantle doing their best to control the ball in their defensive territory, but they've been hemmed in as they go out wide. And your eyes do not deceive you. You can practically see absolutely nothing at that far end of the ground. All we can do is just sit back and have a giggle. An extraordinary set of conditions that we've got here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium as the ball is on East Perth's half-forward line. South Fremantle looking to clear their way out of the congestion. 2-on-1 contest. McAlpine showing his desperation, but possession's been won by South Fremantle. Clucas, Vanderhoek. Vanderhoek goes out wide to left centre wing. And it's marked by Hayden. Hayden's kick to a loose man. And it's all in grey. Look at that. On the end of it is Noble. Noble heads for goal. And that is the first one of the day. In possibly the foggiest game of football you could ever witness, the Bulldogs have started with a goal in the early minutes. Even the umpires are having a laugh as well. So the Bulldogs, they strike first on Sunday football here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium in what is extraordinary conditions. In my 7 years of calling football, I've never seen conditions like this. But the Bulldogs lead 1 straight 6 to no score. Both sides getting one entry inside their forward 50, but the Bulldogs were more effective. They took the ball out wide. They were able to find targets on half forward. Then Noble was able to get one off the boot and strike first for last year's runners-up, South Fremantle. Back to the middle. Loose ball's there to be won. Nathan gets wrapped up. A strong tackle there by Vanderhoek. Will ball it up. Working it out to the front. Vanderhoek working hard. Gets it out to Nathan. He gets wrapped up by Warner. Ball it up. In front, Warner. Tackle applied by McAuliffe, and we'll have another ball up. With plenty of stoppages in this first quarter, considering the conditions. Gathered by Barnard. It's a hurried kick to the outer side as Bog blankets the leading player in Knott. McAlpine. Kicks high to a one-on-one. Great mark. In from the side, Foster Scherzer. A couple of good marks in that defensive half as he works the ball out wide. But it's intercepted here by the Royals. .45 metres out, sets sail for home across the face of goal. And it's taken over the line for a minor score. East Perth with their first score of the day. South Fremantle send this one forward. Long probing kick towards centre wing. Over with the juggling mark, not paid. Handball comes out to Stannard. Stannard has someone going past. He'll get it back, just getting the kick away in time from the fast approaching tackler up towards the forward side of centre. Great pick up there by Ayrton Howard. He can go over the top. On the burst is Heyman. Long ball to an open goal. It's bouncing towards the boundary line and we'll have a throw in. They're about 25 metres out from goal. South Fremantle looking for their second goal. From behind Howard. Loose ball's there to be won. Chance now for South Fremantle through Worsfold, making his debut. A hurried kick for goal. It's across the face and it's going to be remaining in play. East Perth able to keep it in with a hurried dump kick clearing that 50. Swooping in is Reuben. Didn't take clean possession, but it was a free kick being paid, holding the ball in favour of Caden Freight. Sets it up to the hot spot. It's a high ball. Going up for the fist was Warner. Clucas. He spills to ground. Ball's a loose one. South Fremantle emerge with it off a step. Parsons with a high kick. It's going towards the mid-range point of goal. Howard. Good hands by Howard. Now a chance for Heyman. Onto the left foot. Shoots towards goal. And that one is chopped up by the East Perth defence. It's on left half back as they look to clear the defensive half of the ground. You can only see silhouettes in this fog as another hurried kick is chopped up by South Fremantle. Starting to control the territory game here. Long kick towards full forward. Spills loose. Players waiting down. Chance now for South. Howard working hard. Desperation has been brilliant. And there's a kick for goal. And in the fog, it's Sam Hookham that has got his second. And South Fremantle go to a 2-goal lead. 2 straight to 1 behind in what is extraordinary conditions. Back in the middle, 11 points to margin in favour of South Fremantle, who are battling to get back to top spot on the ladder. Whistle is sounded, and there's a free kick. It's going the way of South Fremantle. And it will be taken by Hunt. Let's hope the ball is kept towards the near side, because when you go to the outer side, cannot see anything. But look at that lead. Great football there by South Fremantle. Leading hard is Hookham. Hookham has a chance for his second goal. Aidan Hedge got the last one. It is difficult for this humble commentator in the fog. So Sam Hookham in his 19th game in the Bulldogs Colts side, formerly of Hammond Park. He'll kick from about 40. And he sprays that one to the near side. So 2-1 plays, 1 behind. It's a 2-goal margin in favour of South Fremantle. Marked on the half-back line. The handball comes out to Garrison Ken. He's been one of East Perth's better players over the last month or so. Handball releases Barnard. A hurried kick inside 50. Players waiting down. Left foot snap. Slews off the side of the boot. Douglas gets hands to it. South Fremantle doing all they can to clear the congestion. Freight's kick smothered. Howard. And look at Warner storming in, but retaining possession are the Bulldogs. And that kick finds Jasper Smith. Smith too close to the man on the mark. Brilliant smother by Garrison Ken. Forces it out of play and we'll have a throw in. Warner was in front. Now Godwin, like a tank, storming through the centre. And give it off now to his teammate, in Heyman. Sending it long, one-on-one. In front there was Klukas. Well done. Down back by Nordgaard Lee, who has been one of East Perth's best in recent weeks, as that ball is kicked high. Not much effect. Still see the fog is crazy out there. Ken will repel for East Perth. Drops it short. Marsden couldn't hang on. Just a bit slippery out there. Like a boundary throw in on the right half forward line. Loose ball's there to be won. Parsons. Parsons applies a good strong tackle. Play on, says the umpire. Corliff putting his head over it in the coalface, and we'll ball it up. Long ball out towards centre. Players going up. Artis. Playing the tackle there was Ruben, and we'll ball it up. Halfway through this first quarter. Extraordinary conditions here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium, as that loose ball's won by McAuliffe. Puts it out long toward the tip of the goal square. Even numbers at the contest. Big fist from behind, and unable to keep it in is Reagan. Will throw it in the forward pocket. A lot of congestion around the forward line for South Fremantle as a hurried kick comes in from Howard. Out onto the opposite pocket. East Perth still keeping it alive. Desperately. A hurried kick towards half back. As players navigate their way through the fog here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. Across the face of goal, East Perth work it out to the near side, and that's a comfortable mark. Ken gets past the would-be tackler in Hayden. Long ball up towards half forward, and that's a good mark. Reeling it in nicely with the one hand is Payne. Kick slews off the side of the boot. South Fremantle will repel. Not a bad sort of a kick, just over the head there of Thomas Stewart. And Hayden takes possession, but then gets wrapped up by Fairclough, and that's going to be his free kick. Fairclough kicks long to the hot spot. Big fist from behind. Waiting down at the back was Godwin. Godwin screws it around, goes looking for Stewart. Stewart's kick off hands, so it'll be play on. Paddled out. Taking possession there was Reagan, but he gets wrapped up. And a free kick's going to go the way of Worsfold. Jack Worsfold, that's a beautiful ball going inboard. Vanderhoek's handball smothered, but it falls back into the hands of Vanderhoek. Ken applied the smother, and a good second effort. Making the tackle, forcing the stoppage. Now East Perth win it out of the clearance through Flessis. His kick goes looking for Moyle. In fact, that's Graves, I should say. The lasso rule has been made. Free kick will go the way of Xavier Allen. Allen down the line to a contest. Well, two East Perth players run into each other. Flessis was the flyer, and Warner just kept himself into it. They ran into each other, but fortunately for East Perth, it's a free kick. In two minds, Spowett has to go over the top now to Flessis. Flessis kick off hands, so it'll be play on. Quick hands by Weston, combining there with Ruben. Going over the top. That'll be out of bounds on the full. It's been a real scrappy game given the conditions, and very difficult to see further up the ground. Stannard has got the free kick. Tough to look for options inside 50 with all that fog. Ruben waiting down, got the loose ball and then got wrapped up. A ferocious tackle. We'll have a ball up. Van der Hoek, desperate, goes by hand to Hookham. Hookham sends it long to the hot spot. Out the back, Smith with a chance at goal. Dribbles one to an open goal and he's put it through for South Fremantle's third in a row. And they are surging further ahead in this first quarter. 3-1 plays one behind. Eight and a half minutes remaining. It's 3-1 plays one behind. It's South Fremantle leading East Perth by 18 points as a hurried kick comes out of the centre from Barnard. Out towards half forward. Paddling it away was Payne. Stewart. Spowett. Ball spills loose. Crazy conditions out here. Well done by Faircloth. Players putting their heads down around the football. South Fremantle winded out of the congestion and they will repel, getting some valuable territory back. Good pressure on by McAuliffe. And forcing a stoppage, will have a ball up. Front, Lau Gatlak. Now Gatlak having started from the bench and making his way onto the ground. Getting his first minutes in. Stannard. Sets one high towards centre half forward. In front there was Smith. Couldn't hang on to it. Going to be slippery out there with all the conditions. Plenty of heads bumping into each other. Smith hacks it off the ground. Gets past two East Perth players. Gathered by Spowett. Spowett hacks it off with that left foot kick. Bouncing towards the boundary line and it goes over. Lasso signal made. And the free kick is going to go the way of South Fremantle. This time it'll be Klukas. Sets it up to the hot spot. Players go up. This from behind. Here comes Worsfold. Worsfold goes one way, then the other, and pays the price. Reagan gets a free kick for holding the ball. Reagan out of the back pocket, down towards half back, and an easy mark there on the chest by Thomas Stewart, brilliantly read. Stewart gets around one, sends it long, it's 2-on-1, hands on the football, but it's going to be Howard that has got the free kick he was held onto. Edson Howard got 3 disposals at the present time and kicked 3 goals in their loss to the Sharks on Monday. Edson Howard having a good season so far. He's only played the 2 games. He's only 18 years of age. He's kicked 5 goals in his last 2 games. He's looking to make it 6 from 3. And he's missed. Sprays that one to the right. But 3-2 plays one behind. He's from South Fremantle leading by 19 points. Played the better football. They've adapted to the conditions the better. East Perth still struggling to get a goal on the board in the early stages of the match. Saw that against West Perth on Monday, where they did not kick a goal for 3 quarters and they ended up with 3 for the match. They had a respectable flurry in the last quarter. They were just slaughtered by West Perth on Monday. Boundary throw in on centre wing. Spowett inadvertently hacks it off the deck. It's picked up by Douglas, who kicks one high to a contest. Well, two East Perth players again into each other's path. Norgard Lee again hacks it off the deck. Gathered by Hayden with the left foot snap. He has kicked the goal. Extraordinary snap by Hayden, and that's 4 in a row for South Fremantle. So 3.5 minutes remaining. It's 25 points the margin in favour of South Fremantle, who've kicked the only 4 goals of the quarter. And they are on a big flurry. Nathan gets wrapped up in the tackle and will ball it up. I'm down by Nathan, who got in front. East Perth now have a chance as Barnard just got the kick away in time up towards centre half forward. Godwin getting involved in the contest, so too Ruben. Ruben hacks it off the ground, ricocheted off a Bulldogs player. Here's Nathan again. Good third effort from him. Godwin, the hospital hand pass asked a lot of Allen. His kick smothered, Warner with a big fist. Now gathered by Hedge, who sends it long towards midfield, and now 2 players around the football for East Perth, and the numbers win out. Barnard just got it away in time. Warner over the top. Spowett, that handball asked a lot of him. Douglas overruns it. Nathan applies the tackle, but without the football, and it's going to go the way of East Perth. Seth Marsden has got the free kick. 2 minutes remaining before quarter time as Marsden spears that one inside 50. Not meeting its target. East Perth's disposal again letting them down at the moment. And South Fremantle will be content to rush it through for a behind. And the margin down to 24. South Fremantle steering the ball to the outer side. Players putting their heads over it. Plenty of congestion around the right half forward line for East Perth. And credit to South Fremantle, they've been able to get their way out of it. Amongst the worst affected side of the ground by the fog. When the ball is going to the far side, it is like a blanket of snow. Except there's no snow. We don't get snow here. Into the forward pocket. Plenty of congested football around the forward line as we've got a minute remaining before quarter time. High ball up to a contest to the better side of the ground as far as the fog is. Hurried kick with the left foot. Goes only as far as Samuel Artis. This will be only his second disposal. Ken. Good mark on the chest. Was the only one that went up. And looking for options. Going towards centre wing. 4-3 plays 2 behinds. We're down to 20 seconds now. Gathered by Freight. Long ball, 1-on-1. Good spoil from Ken. Showing his class here, Garrison Ken. He's got 6 disposals, and that spoil forces it over the line for a throw-in. And I don't think we'll have time for that, because the clock is ticking down toward the siren to conclude an extraordinary first quarter. Well, you could say extraordinary in 2 ways. 1, South Fremantle's start, in which they kicked 4 goals to 0. And 2, the conditions we have got here. The thick blanket of fog, definitely the thickest blanket of fog I've seen at a football ground, which has made things exceptionally difficult. But we got through the first quarter unscathed, and let's hope the rest of the game can progress smoothly as well. But it's South Fremantle that are off to the hot start. 4-3-27 plays 2 behinds. We'll be back with all the second quarter action as part of EGT WAFL Colts round 9 after this.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on, so you can start working and earning faster, so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a day. We'll do the rock. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Oh, don't tell you do.
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy. So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord. And I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. The future is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat. There's only so far I can ride in your dreams. While you were chasing everything else but me, I'm starting to break out from your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. I'm not backing down, cause the future is now. Not backing down, cause the future is now. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now.
Welcome back to Sullivan Logistics Stadium here in Leederville. Second quarter about to get underway between South Fremantle and East Perth, and it's the Bulldogs leading by 25 points, 4-3-27 to just the 2 behind. Another goalless first term for East Perth, but for South Fremantle, they got off to a fast start in these very bizarre conditions that we have here in Leederville. 6 disposals for Chase Vanderhoek, 8 for Riley Stannard, 6 for Zach Godwin, and one of the debutants, Jack Worsfold. He's got a couple of touches, but set up a big chance inside forward 50. And for East Perth, 5 for William Fairclough, and 8 for Garrison Kenheath, showing great class, playing in defence and in midfield. The fog has cleared up only a fraction, a minor fraction, mind you. So it should be a little bit easier in this second quarter. But for the players, it is still very trying out there. Winners throughout the weekend so far, Peel Thunder and Subiaco, who will join them in the round 9 winners list. Away we go for the second quarter. Ruck tap one down by Lau Gatlak. Loose ball's there to be won. Well done there by Stewart. Warner gets wrapped up in the gang tackle. We'll have a ball up on the edge of the centre square. Warner and Lau Gatlak. Tackle made by McAuliffe. We'll have a ball up. Lau Gatlak in front. On the end of it is Barnard, who throws it onto his boot towards left half forward. Players leading back in the race. East Perth will win it out, but slipped out of his fingers. High tackle. And that will be against Blake Graves, and a free kick will go South Fremantle's way. Long ball towards half forward. Mark was spilled. Good recovery there from Graham. Plenty of faces around the congestion, but Parsons steers the Bulldogs out of it. The Bulldogs can get this one long towards full forward. Loose ball, East Perth repel. Repelling kick towards the centre. Bouncing ball, good work there by De Morton. Morton looking to go by hand to Payne. East Perth with some numbers now. Not. Onto that right foot. Kicks towards right half forward. And going with the flight is De Morton. De Morton from 50 metres out. Sets it up to the hotspot. Players go up. Grabbing possession, Foster Scherzer before he got bundled in the tackle. We'll have a ball up. Kicked out of the congestion by the Bulldogs, but it's turned back over. A chance at goal for East Perth. And they have finally broken the duck. Great finish there by East Perth. South Fremantle trying to repel out of the 50. But they had one player out front of the football, gathered, and Payne, off a couple of steps, sets sail for home and kicks a beautiful goal. Back in the centre, Lau Gatlak wins it down, and on the end of it is Stannard. Stannard fakes the handball and then sends it long towards right half forward. And intercepting that one brilliantly there was Omaday, who had a quiet opening term. Omaday kicks to the lead. East Perth are away. Starting to get a little bit of spark into their game. Ruben on centre wing takes the mark. Goes by hand to release his teammate. Piercing ball inside 50. His target was Moyle. South Fremantle with a few more numbers are able to intercept, and subsequently Freight will repel. Good kick by Freight onto the lead of Stannard. With that left foot towards half forward and using the body brilliantly there was Hookham. He moved away from his mark, so he has to play on. Stannard bursting through. This could be a reward for some great team football, but that kick is wide and one behind. Here's Ken. We'll bring it back into play. Oh, fakes out his opponent and then kicks down the line towards centre corridor, marked by Fairclough. Fairclough will take play to the near side. 2 players going up. Loose ball's there to be won. On the end of it is Allpike, who gets wrapped up. The non-controlling umpire has found a free kick, and it's going to go the way of Allpike in midfield. Allpike kicks long. Not much of a chance at a contest there. Reuben paddles it forward. Godwin eventually gets a handball out. Artis was under pressure. De Morton over the top now. Craven does likewise. Asked a lot of Reuben, however. Reuben's handball almost intercepted. Stannard getting involved. Hurried kick for goal. And East Perth have got their second on the board off the boot of Kyle McAlpine. And East Perth have brought that spark back into their game. Six minutes into this second term, East Perth have got the first 2 goals, and they've cut the margin to 14 points as the fog is beginning to clear up, slowly but surely, and thankfully 2. Wow, Gatlak with a beautiful palm down, but it's going to be East Perth again that'll surge forward. De Morton taps it to his own advantage, hacks it off the ground, but is out-muscled for a moment by Hedge, who sees it out of play, and will have a boundary throw-in. It's going to be a free kick. De Morton. Kick smothered. De Morton recovers and gets taken a bit high there by Artis. Morton sets it up to the hot spots, 1-on-1. Waiting out front there was Vanderhoek looking for the crumbs. South Fremantle doing everything they can to repel themselves out of the defensive 50. Wrapped up there was Hedge. Might be in trouble. And he is. Holding the ball. Hedge deemed to have dragged it in. And the free kick will go East Perth's way. Taking it will be Hudson Moyle, and he'll be going for his first goal and for East Perth's 3rd in a row. So Moyle from a slight angle, about 40 metres out with the left foot and sprays it. Sprayed that one quite badly and only a behind. The Bulldogs will bring it back into play. Large number of players around this contest. When Lucas went up there, that one spilled out of his hands. Players waiting down at the back. One of them there was Howard. It's a hurried kick out to a contest. South Fremantle emerged with it. Luak Gatlak couldn't get a kick away. Heyman goes out wide, and that's a wonderful mark by Noble. Worsfold rather. He can take it and go. Worsfold's kick, 2-on-2. Gathered by Flessis, gets wrapped up in the tackle. Great tackle there by Nathan, and has been rewarded with the free kick. And Elijah Nathan looking to steady the ship for South Fremantle after conceding the first 2 goals of the quarter. Wasn't in the side last Monday, but he's back in this morning. He'll want to make an impact. That's not the impact he had in mind. Another chance in front of goal wasted. 10 minutes played this second term. That's on the EGT scoreboard. It's 4-5 to 2-3 as Ken will bring it back into play. Kicks to a one-on-one. Lowell Gatlak couldn't take the mark, but waiting down for the football was Van der Hoek. His kick inside 50. And Howard read it brilliantly, read the drop, and it's taken a great chest mark. And he'll have a chance to redeem Elijah Nathan's efforts in front of goal and get this margin back out to an even 20. So Ayrton Howard looking for his first goal to get the margin back out to 20. It's a much better effort, but he's missed. It looked better off the boot, but it just faded away. So Flessis will bring it back into play. Going to take play out wide. It's a long probing kick towards centre wing. Big fist waiting down at the back is Regan. Regan sends it long one-on-one. Getting a fingertip to it was Payne. Paddles it to his advantage. Inside forward 50 for East Perth. Leading in the foot race against Foster Scherzer. Oh, great effort to recover Payne. This deserves a goal. Dribbles one towards an open goal square, but it bounces the wrong way. And it's another behind. Long kick towards half-back. Players slipping and sliding, and Warner runs into his own man, that being Ruben. But luckily, they're both okay, and are back onto their feet. We'll have a boundary throw in. There's a little bit on here. Oh, careful there, players. Lucky not to collide with the umpire. So that would have been a nasty scene. Pleasantries being exchanged by players of both sides as the ball is tossed back into play. Big fist from Nathan. Van der Hoek. Quick hands to Stannard, who sets one up. High ball towards centre wing, and there's going to be a free kick holding on. We'll go the way of South Fremantle. This time, Jarrah Hayden got the football. Well-guided kick onto the lead of Jai Hunt. Hunt, is he going to turn his opponent inside out? He does, and sets it up to the hot spot. Over the top, big fist. Roving it out the back was Flessis. And East Perth will clear. Steady kick, goes looking for Barnard, and Barnard takes a comfortable mark. Long ball from Barnard, out to centre wing, off hands, gathered by Nathan, over the top handball, and it's well spotted there by Ruben. Intercepts, gets a kick away. Leading in the race is Knapp. He's got time and space. He's looking for a target inside 50. Tries to bounce, didn't come off. Goes over the top now. Long ball out towards full forward, and it's marked by Knott quite comfortably in the end, getting away from his opponent at the last moment. And Xavier Knott with a vital chance at goal to make the margin only 7. Xavier Knott only had the one disposal. He's been very quiet by his lofty standards in this first half. Doesn't look too good off the boot. Only one behind. South Fremantle being led off here as Godwin marks in the back pocket. Drops it short and finds Hedge. Hedge with a long ball down the line to a contest. Good leap there from Flessis. Flessis dummies the handball. A floating kick towards half forward. Good read there by Payne. Looking for a lead. Well, mark was spilt there by Knapp. Knott's there. Screws it around the body. Not far enough. It's heading towards the forward pocket. Tapped on over the boundary line and will throw it in. East Perth with options out the front of the ball. Reuben. Fairclough. Lowers the eyes. Cleverly done. And it finds Barnard. Tightened up the angle a little bit, but still a very good mark nonetheless. James Barnard, he's backing himself here. There's not much breeze. Only fog. James Barnard. Sends it on its way, and he too is missed. So East Perth with 2 goals, but they've also kicked 4 behinds. While South Fremantle have been held to just 3 behinds as they work their way to the outer side. Good strong mark on the defensive side. Defensive side of centre for the Bulldogs. Whistle is sounded, and that might be 50. Yes, it is. Approaching in that specific protected area. This will bring South Fremantle to the forward side of centre, and a vital chance here to steady things. Foster Scherzer sends it long. Test about 25 metres out from goal, gathered by Omade. Got the handball into space. McAlpine slips over. 3 Bulldogs around the football. Here's Worsfold. Under enormous pressure. Handball comes out. Chance for Hookham. And he too has missed a goal. Barnard marks around centre half back. Long ball towards centre. Big leap from the side. Hayden getting the fist away. And out of play. We'll have a throw in. Ball tossed back into play on centre wing. Two-handed palm down. Ball trickling towards the line. Vanderhoek was able to keep it in, and then it just wriggled through a pair of Royals' legs. Gathered by Craven, got a hurried kick away. Not. Paddle it back to the advantage of Payne. Loose ball's there to be won. 20 metres out from the Royals scoring zone, and there could be a chance here. Around the body. This could be a big goal, but it is off hands. The kick was from Cobe Lamb. And that one was off hands for a behind. But the margin is 12 points here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. 7 minutes remaining before the long break. Bulldogs desperately need a goal to steady things, while East Perth, they equally would love a goal to try and make the margin a lot closer heading into half-time and give themselves at least a chance. Try and break that 5-game losing streak. Barnard. He's worked hard so far in the first half. 10 disposals he's got now. It's a hot potato. Who's going to win it out? Clucas, he does. Gives it off to Vanderhoek. Kick spills free. Shoveling it out is Hunt. It's going to be a free kick. Some holding on away from the football. Hunter's got the free kick in front of our broadcast position. Hunt, he's going to take on Weston, does successfully. Long ball, 2-on-1. Second grab, Gardner. And the fog thankfully continuing to clear. Big fist over the top from Luau Gatlak. Ball elusive as a city skyline at the moment. Very slippery, a lot of dew on the ground from the fog that we had. It's not as crazy as when, I think it was a couple of years ago, 2023, when Mineral Resources Park was covered in so much ice-like. It was an ice-like sort of watery substance, so to speak. You'd feel like it was an ice rink. And that was before that Colts match even began. Simply incredible. Unable to get a kick away was All Pike. Godwin. Gang tackle. The non-controlling umpires found a tackle to be a bit high. And it's going to fall in favour of Zach Godwin. He's got the free kick. This will be his 9th disposal coming up. 60 metres out. Sends it on its way. In front, Nathan, no mark. Spills out front of All Pike. He gathers and then gets wrapped up in a good, strong tackle and will ball it up once more. Into the last 5 minutes of this first half. Began with South Fremantle getting off to a rollicking start, kicking the first 4 goals, and East Perth fighting back. Could this be a chance for the Bulldogs to steady the ship? Hunt, off a step, throws it onto his left foot and kicks the goal. But the margin is 3 goals in favour of South Fremantle. Jai Hunt getting a vital steadier. Pressure seems to be off for the moment, but East Perth, they get that all-important clearance. Ruben overruns it. Ken leading in the foot race. Paddles it to his advantage and then will regain possession. Brilliantly done by Garrison Ken, but he takes one high. And Ruben didn't appreciate the attention his teammate got. Ken really caught one on the chin there, but he's undaunted and he'll go on with business. Long ball towards half forward. Big fist over the top and we'll see it out of play and we'll have a throw in. Wow, Gutlak in front position. Crunching tackle there by Payne. Sets up an opportunity for Fairclough as he got tackled as soon as he kicked it. That has remained away from the forward 50 and the lasso signal will be made. So a free kick going the way of South Fremantle with 2 minutes remaining on the clock before half time. Kick had a little too much on it for the intended target in Parsons. East Perth being pushed back. And a clearing ball from South Fremantle as they go toward their forward side of centre. Loose ball out the back, waiting down. It was Weston, but South Fremantle putting on the pressure. Now a chance for the Bulldogs. Howard hacks it off the ground. Opportunity for Clucas. Couldn't keep it in play. And it's out of bounds on the full. Long ball down the line towards half-back, but it's all South Fremantle. Could they get another one before half-time? 55 metres out, a high ball. It's 2-on-1. Fist over the top. Gathered there by Knott. They're under enormous pressure here, East Perth, but they find a way out of it momentarily. Vanderhoek stops Flessis in his tracks. But it'll be a ball up. Minute remaining. Wow, Gatlak got the palm down. Good follow-up by the big ruckman. Both sides in quest of a goal before half-time. Loose ball out the pack, and at the bottom of the pack, working hard there was Heyman. And a hurried kick here falls in favour of East Perth. Here's Knapp with the mark. And that kick won't do the Royals the world of good. Wilson. And Hayden. Hayden gets wrapped up. Barnard's handball smothered. It was off the hands of the Bulldogs player, and the lasso signal will be made. Barnard has got the free kick. This is their last roll of the dice before half-time. Long ball inside 50, in from the side, Reuben. Can they get one on the board before the long break? South Fremantle will get themselves out of trouble, and they will. Parsons with the relieving mark, and that will do it. The siren will go, and it'll be half-time here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. Well, that late goal from Jai Hunt has given the Bulldogs a bit of breathing space, but that 18-point lead is by no means comfortable, because East Perth, they have been very competitive to their credit, especially with Ken, Barnard, Payne and Fairclough getting amongst the leading possessions. No multiple goal scorers. The only ones for East Perth were McAlpine and Caven Payne, while for South Fremantle, goals came from Hookham, Hayden, Hunt and also Jasper Smith. The fog will continue to clear up, and so hopefully the sun will come out too, because we had a few sun breaks during the first half. We hope it remains that way for the second half as the teams go back into the rooms. It's 5-7-37 to 2-7-19. South Fremantle leading East Perth by 18 points in this EGT WAFL Colts clash. Back with more after this.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a day. We'll do the rock. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Don't tell if you do.
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on, so you can start working and earning faster, so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah. charm. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my charm. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I ever been before. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I ever been before.
time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Even though I try to replace you, but loneliness makes me break down. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown, waiting for a touch you say no day. Nothing could really take your place. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Even though I try to replace you, but loneliness makes me break down. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown, waiting for a touch you say no day. Nothing could really take your place.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. The future is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat. There's only so far I can ride in your dreams. While you were chasing everything else but me, I'm starting to break out from your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. I'm not backing down, 'cause the future is now, not backing down. 'Cause the future is now. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire is stolen away. I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. The future is now.
Welcome back to Sullivan Logistics Stadium. The sun breaking out and the fog is clearing away as we begin the second half. This round 9 EGT WAFL Colts clash. East Perth and South Fremantle. And it's the Bulldogs leading by 18 points. 5-7-37 to 2-7-19. Still, it's a game that could go either way. With East Perth getting back into the contest with 2 goals, but they kicked 5 behinds. At the same time, any chance they would have converted, that margin could have been a little bit closer, or maybe would have put them in front. Jai Hunt was able to steady things with a late goal off his left foot, close to goal inside the forward 50. Vital third term coming up. South Fremantle, of course, aiming to get back to top spot on the ladder. Claremont having the bye, and East Fremantle getting beaten. East Fremantle winning on Monday. Certainly looking to get back into the swing of things. Out in the middle, first clearance won by East Perth. Ball's kicked into space. Good pressure on the ball there by Allen. Reuben tries to scoop it out. And as he slips over, he somehow keeps it in play, but it's only momentarily. The lasso signal has been made, and the free kick will go the way of Aidan Hedge. Spearing ball up towards half-back, spilled out of hands. Payne sets it up, long high ball. Reuben front and square at the contest. Dispossessed. Whistle is sounded. Free kick. It's going against Reuben. Reuben in a bit of disbelief there. It's going to be Godwin that's going to take the free kick. At 11 disposals up to half-time. And he takes it back to the goal mouth as South Fremantle look to relieve themselves of the pressure. Van der Hoek now on right half back. Bulldogs not having a lot of movement at the moment. They're just going to that chip and run. Eamon. Eamon goes long, one-on-one. Good pressure from behind there by Payne. Will steer East Perth back inside 50. Going over the top there was Hayden, but a chance for East Perth. The left foot snap at goal. Just the start the Royals were looking for. It's Hudson Moyle that kicks the first goal. And he has got his first of the day. And East Perth are within 2 goals in the early minutes of this third term. So it's 12 points to margin. It's been a good contest. South Fremantle looking to respond. Here's McAuliffe. Paddles it out, looking for the advantage of Luau Gatlak. He gets wrapped up by Warner, but South Fremantle emerge with the football as it's a high, hurried kick towards half forward. Getting the fist on it was Weston. Weston gets dispossessed immediately by Noble. Well done there by Clucas, going after the loose ball, and now South Fremantle can surge forward. The kick toward the pocket. Misjudging it there was Howard. He's got a second chance at it, but he gets stopped in his tracks by Hamish Reagan, and a ball up will be called. Warner working it to the front. Howard tries to keep it alive. Ken does well. Handball smothered. Here's Howard. Throws it onto his boot. And that's the quick reply the Bulldogs were looking for. Eton Howard, he too has got his first goal. And that puts the margin back up to 18 points early on in this third term. So 6-7 plays 3-7, both sides with a goal early. The sun has broken out. We'll forecast some showers and thunderstorms today, but that somehow has held off. It's like WA Day last week. It's a real miracle as Luau Gatlak gets tackled. He had ample opportunity to get rid of it. James Barnard has got the free kick. He's got it on centre wing. He spots up the leading Ken. Spills the mark. Tidies up, gets rid of it immediately. He's pressured ferociously by Hayden, and the ball is over the line. Ken not pleased with the attention that he caught, but he's got the free kick at least. Long ball from Ken. That one comes off hands, but it was already out of bounds on the full. Long ball to centre wing. Ken goes up. Arriving on the scene is Smith. Great hands there by Parsons, and now it gets going the Bulldogs' way. Just slipping was Hayden, and he gets wrapped up. And it'll be a free kick going the way of Barnard. He's had a great start, but Hayden is looking worse for wear at the moment. And play will be stopped. That tackle looked very ferocious. Hayden's come off second best in this contest. And the umpire making the X signal, so that'll mean the blood rule. Hayden will have to come off the ground before play can resume. Free kick has been reversed. Looks like it's going to go the other way. Yes, it will. So the umpires reversed the decision, and South Fremantle will go on with business. Here's Parsons. Parsons gets his own back, courtesy of Warner. Warner will take the ball back for East Perth. Another holding the ball. Off a step, Warner kicks to centre wing. Goes looking there for Knapp. Was he pushed out of it? Umpire says no. Quick chain here by South Fremantle. Good shepherd there by Douglas, allowing a path to be cleared for Freight, but that path was quickly blocked off. De Morton gets written into the ground and will have a ball up. And it's going to be a free kick. It's going the Royals' way. Bit of an indiscretion there by Lual Gatlak. The Bulldogs contingent here in the main stand are not too pleased. Long ball by De Morton towards half forward. They wanted to share that one, Ruben and Artis, but Ruben sends East Perth up towards the goal square. A few metres in front of goal. Vanderhoek does well to gather. Chips it over the top to find Stewart in the right back pocket. He can go inboard, find Stannard. South Fremantle working it out very nicely. It's onto the near side on centre wing. Freight. Gore gets bumped off it as soon as he kicked it, and that's going to be relayed down the field. So both sides with a few disciplinary lapses in this third term. And East Perth could be made to pay. Taking the free kick will be Ayrton Howard, who got his first goal earlier in the quarter. 52 metres out, sets sail for home. It's not a bad sort of a kick, but not making the distance by a metre or two. Norgard Lee has taken the mark. Spots up Garrison Ken. Omaday now. In the back pocket. Goes back to Ken. Now East Perth going for that chip and run. He finds a spare man in Weston. But look at the numbers East Fremantle have got to even things out. Hurried kick towards half forward and reeling it in with the one hand. Norgard Lee, he can take it and go. Spearing ball up towards centre wing. Getting hands to it was Godwin. Comes out South Fremantle's way. Stannard combining there with Smith. His kick falls into the hands of Norgard Lee, who spills that one at the last moment. It's a 3-on-1 situation here. Noble does well, gets wrapped up. Umpire content to let it go. And the ball is locked in that forward line for South Fremantle. Warner goes up. Palm down to Norgard Lee, throws it onto his boot. And seeing it out of play is Lamb. Gatlak got the palm down, and now an open handball. Ken, good hip and shoulder. South Fremantle still have those faces at the centre of the contest. Noble was one of them. Hurried kick towards the forward 50. East Perth getting some numbers. Gardner into space. Corliff. And the ball going to be brought back. The ball will be brought back for a boundary throw-in on left half forward for South Fremantle. They lead by 18 points. Both sides have got a score on the board, both being goals. Warner knocks it down. Barnard. 3 Bulldogs around the football. One of them there was Nathan. And it will go back out of play. We'll throw it in once more. Back, it's a free kick. The Lasso. Lasso free kick going the way of Barnard. He concedes ground. Finds the overlap in the form of Norgard Lee. Norgard Lee finds someone going past. Omaday it is. Threading the ball through the corridor. Loose ball out the back, Payne. Going well there is Lamb, leading in the foot race. Continues to attack the football. He gets clean possession. His handball over the top finds a target and a hurried kick inside 50. It's a 3-on-1 situation. And Stewart chops it off for the Bulldogs. Short pass. Finds his teammate in Stannard. Stannard's kick off hands. Waiting down at the back is Noah Hayden. Down the line, but only as far as Norgard Lee. It's controlling the tempo here, East Perth, at the moment. South Fremantle stopping them in their tracks through Parsons with that tackle, but East Perth win back possession. Craven. Craven, and that's going to be 50. Bulldogs player encroaching in the protected area. The free kick will be taken, I would say, about 35 metres out. This will be a vital kick for goal for Tate Craven. Get the margin back down to 12. Wasting no time. Drop punt on its way. He's put it through. Important goal there for East Perth. Margin down to 2 goals. Six-7 to 4-7, 11 minutes remaining before three-quarter time. Both sides making an early move in the turn, but East Perth have got one back, and there's some holding on without the football. It's going to go the way of East Perth. It'll be Payne. Payne will send it long towards right half forward. Just over the head there of Artis. Great gather there by Hedge. Got dispossessed almost instantly. Spowett. It's brought to ground. We'll have a ball up. Warner and Nathan go up. Nathan got it down. It comes back to Payne. On the end of it, All Pike with receiving the hospital hand pass gets immediately wrapped up by Douglas. And there's a little bit on here. Now Douglas, he's down. A little bit of a scuffle going on afterwards, a little bit of a dust up, but that's been separated very promptly. Warner, beautiful tap out to Barnard. It's a hurried kick towards centre half forward. It spills out. South Fremantle with the numbers, but going to ground was Allen. And gets wrapped up in the gang tackle. Will ball it up. Loose ball's there to be won at the coalface. Hacked off the ground. East Perth desperately trying to win back some territory. Some holding on without the football. Parsons being held there. That's a good pass. Finding McAuliffe. McAuliffe unloads with that big right foot. They'll contest about 45 metres out. Both players misjudge it. And now here's Vanderhoek. Has that one slip through his fingers, but not on the second attempt as he gives it off to Hunt. Shoots towards goal. And just the reply South Fremantle wanted. It's back up to 3 goals. Goal for goal in this third term, 8.5 minutes left. It's 7-7 to 4-7. The 7-7 plays 4-7. It's been back and forth, goal for goal football in this third term. And now will East Perth respond once again, but there's a free kick. East Perth player was bumped off the ball as soon as he got a boot to it. And the free kick will be relayed down the field. Free kick will go the way of Graves. Graves just got the kick away in time on the lead of Knott. Spilling the mark. South Fremantle applying the pressure. Handball intended for Knott. It's a loose ball there to be won. Shuttled out. Marsden overrunning it. South Fremantle desperately trying to work it out of the defensive 50, but they're running out of room. And it will be thrown in. Gatlak gets a hurried kick out of the defensive 50. 3-on-2 here. Handball partially smothered. Act off the deck. Marsden, be held without it. I think he was. The umpire says likewise. So Seth Marsden, his 5th game for the year, has got the free kick. Pumps it long to the hot spot. Knott was the target. Stannard does well. It's relief for South Fremantle with a kick clearing the 50, but here comes Ken. Oh, great speed. Gets past 2. Throws it onto his boot. Wasn't his best effort, but he's going to get it back from McAlpine. Long ball up towards centre half forward. Holding on. Allen had a firm grip there on the Guernsey of Shane Knapp. That's De Morton, I should say. De Morton sends it long. It's a real wobbler. And over the top, Frake takes a great mark. Kick out wide. Smith lowers the eyes, settles for the kick, finds Hayden, who takes it at full stretch. Long ball over the head of the intended target. Driving it out the back there was Fleesis. Fleesis goes to a contest. Big fist over the top from Van der Hoek. Stopped in his tracks there was Artis. He might be in trouble. And he's being pinged for holding the ball. Fleesis receives the handball. Long kick towards half forward. South Fremantle will repel through Clucas. It's a hurried kick. 1-on-1. Oh, well stood up there in the contest by Skelton. And now out to Omaday. Omaday with a wobbly old kick towards left half forward. Good tap out by Payne. Here's Moyle. Moyle with an opportunity, but he's forced out of play by his direct opponent. Will have a throw in. About 45 metres out from goal. Both rucks slip over. Great tackle there by Artis. And the whistle has sounded. There's going to be a free kick. It's going to be a ball up. So it was dispossessed after the umpire blew the whistle. Gatlak palms it down. On the end of it, Spowett. Onto the left foot. kicks the skin off that one, but it was off hands. So that'll be a lucky break for East Perth. We'll have it thrown in. Over the top, Moyle. Ball spills loose. Two East Perth players waiting down at the back, but it doesn't come to either of them. Hedge took the hand pass from Vanderhoek, who kicks towards centre wing. Spilling the mark there was Reagan. Reagan and Omade, the two main options for East Perth, but Reagan's gang tackled by two South Fremantle players, and it'll be a ball up. Wow, Gatlak, the only one that went up. Both sides pursuing the loose ball, the lasso signal made, and East Perth will get the free kick. It's going the other way. I thought for a moment that the hands of the South Fremantle player touched the ball last. I'm certain that was the case. Yes, it is, so they had to deliberate as to who had the last touch. Long ball up to a contest. Getting up there was Hayden, couldn't complete the mark. But South Fremantle have got some options to repel out of the defensive half. The kick just spilled out of the hands of Klukas, who's not too pleased with himself. We'll have a throw in directly in front of our broadcast position. Long ball to from Marsden. Oh, what a mark! Freight. Brilliant mark by Caden Freight on left half back. That's the courage that sparks up teams in such close contests. Back under pressure now, South Fremantle. Long kick towards centre wing. Going up there was Douglas. Slightly misjudged it. Douglas will get it back now. He has McAuliffe going past. He goes for a dash across half forward. Kicks long. Spilling the mark there was Hookham. That was an easy one to take. But now ricocheted off the head of Noble. As he applies the tackle, ball up will be the call. Nathan goes up, so too Warner. Warner loses his ground. Nathan. Now McAuliffe. McAuliffe will get it back. McAuliffe gets written into the ground. Play on, says the umpire. Omade, lucky not to have his hands in the back. And another ricochet off the head there of a player, this time Allen. And East Perth will force themselves back into that forward half. Long ball. One-on-one. Oh, what a mark! Lamb. Lamb in from the side. He virtually came from nowhere. And he'll have the last kick of the quarter. And what an important kick this is. He's just about directly in front. He'll kick from about 45. And this will be after the three-quarter time siren. There it is for a 12-point three-quarter time deficit. Kicks on its way. It looks good. It is good. Kobe Lamb makes the deficit 12 points at three-quarter time. And that might spark up East Perth for a big last quarter charge. But South Fremantle, they'll be motivated as well to keep East Perth at bay as we head for a grandstand finish. 7-7-49 to 5-7-37. It's South Fremantle leading by 12 points. We'll be back with the last quarter after this.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a day. We'll do the rock. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Don't tell me if you do.
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on, so you can start working and earning faster, so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting your cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. The future is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat. There's only so far I can ride in your dreams. While you were chasing everything else but me, I'm starting to break out from your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. I'm not backing down, cause the future is now. Not backing down, cause the future is now. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. The future is now.
Three-quarter time here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium, and we've got ourselves a pretty good contest. It's South Fremantle leading East Perth by 12 points, 7-7-49 to 5-7-37. It was back and forth right throughout that quarter, a bit of goal for goal. And then Kobe Lamb finished off the quarter in style with a goal after the three-quarter time siren. Letting possession get his first off for East Perth. Ken has 17, Barnard with 17, Payne 14, and Fairclough with 12, while for South Fremantle, Riley Stannard certainly been dynamite in defence and in midfield. He's got 21. Vanderhoek has 17, and Godwin has 12. Looking at the ruck battle between both these sides, Certainly, Luau Gatlak has had his way with Warner in this match this morning. He's had 20 hitouts to Warner's 14. As we get set for the start of the last quarter. 12 points to margin. Still anybody's game. First centre clearance will be vital. And it goes the way of South Fremantle through Stannard. Piercing ball inside 50. Fisted over the top. Gathered now by Hunt. Around the body he goes, and it's bouncing. Almost went a bit of leg break style. But still going over the line for a minor score. In the back pocket, East Perth will get 50 metres. So too close to the mark was Xavier Allen. And look at the open man East Perth have got on centre wing. It's Weston. Weston marks as he goes long down the line towards half forward. Mark was spilled. Waiting down at the back was Graves. High up and under kick towards right half forward. Going back was Vanderhoek, taking a very good relieving mark for South Fremantle. And now they're going to effect the switch, but the kick was spilled by Hayden and it hit the post. It hit the post before Knapp was able to get a chance to put boot to ball. The umpire right there on the spot. Good call in the end. And so the margin is back to 12 points. Kick to a one-on-one. Cowpine got hands to it. Unable to keep it in play was Heyman, and will have a boundary throw in. It's on the forward side of centre for East Perth. Cowpine's kick smothered. Luau Gatlak got a finger to it, but it's gathered now by McAuliffe. McAuliffe's kick looked a bit rushed because Payne is right there for the pickings. Piercing ball inside 50. No mark. Reuben does well to get on the end of it. Got dispossessed by a good strong tackle. Play on, says the umpire. Quick kick around the corner, and it's marked comfortably by Knott. Xavier Knott is looking to break the goal-kicking shackles and get the margin down to a straight goal. He's kicked it. It's game on here at Leederville. It's a margin of just 6 points. Beautiful kick by Knott. Under enormous pressure. Undaunted. Showing great class as he steered that one through. Back in the middle. 6 points to margin. It's anybody's game. McAuliffe under pressure. Gets it back into his hands, but Marsden's not making it easy for him. There was some argy-bargy away from the ball, and it's going to be an East Perth free kick. Marsden's got it, and he chips it short to centre wing. And 50. Well, I'm not entirely sure about that, because you might have seen the marking player step slightly away, and that might have suckered the Bulldogs player in to try and push forward. I don't know. That's a bit line ball decision for me. Will Fairclough go for the handball? He does not. He elects to go for a long kick. It's bouncing toward the tip of the goal square. Waiting down at the back was Hedge. Does well to gather. Sends it long towards left half back for the Bulldogs. Socket off the deck. Getting some valuable territory, South Fremantle. They need to make the most of it. Noble. And good hip and shoulder there by Freight. And that is going to be a free kick, however, going the way of the Royals. By the lasso signal. Settles for the kick. It's a long one up towards half forward. In front with the crumb, Stannard. But handball intercepted by Knapp. Heads towards goal. And is missed. So Noah Hayden has got the ball. His kick falling short of the intended target. It just went through Godwin. Chance now for Graves. Dribbles it towards the open goal square. Knapp! Could he get boot to ball? He cannot! That's a great chase. A heroic chase by Aidan Hedge. He saves the day again for the Bulldogs. And the margin is cut down to 4. Kick to a contest. Numbers favour the Royals. And they'll win back possession through Norgard lead. It comes back to Ken. Ken nearing the 20 disposal mark. Handball over the top. It asked a lot of his teammate. But look at Ken. Great positioning to get it back. Norgard Lee gets it once again. His kick just over the head. But it was off hands. That mark was paid by the umpire. But that I saw was off hands of the South Fremantle player. Because it did come off his hands before Knapp even took the mark. And that's going to be 50. Well, I'm sorry. That mark should not have been paid in the first place. South Fremantle will rightfully feel hard done by. The player claimed he touched it. I saw it with my own eyes. But nonetheless, Knapp will stroll in and put the Royals in front. So East Perth hit the front by 2 points, but dare I say it, they'll be counting their lucky stars on that last play, because when the ball was guided forward, it came off South Fremantle hands before Knapp even took the mark. We all clearly saw it, but the mark was still paid. And then there was a 50-metre penalty, and Knapp strolled in and put the Royals in front. But dare I say it, that is going to be talked about for a long time. Back in the middle. How will the Bulldogs respond? It's the first time they've lost the lead. They've not led at any stage in the game, East Perth, until now. So it's up to the Bulldogs to try and answer this challenge. Real hot potato, ricocheted off a pair of feet. Now Van der Hoek, hospital handball, asked a lot of Stewart. That definitely is holding the ball, and it'll be a free kick going East Perth's way through Ash Spowett. With the left foot. Big fist from behind, but waiting down was the +1 in the contest, Lamb. Lamb guides it high, but it's well read there by Freight. Freight has got the mark and goes across the ground. Good judge there is Douglas. Douglas's kick intended for Stannard. He has a rare case of the butterfingers. Stannard recovers, tries to paddle it out to Clucas. But it's again East Perth with numbers out the front. Craven. And now McAlpine gets a kick away. Off hands. And it's gathered by De Morton. From the paint of 50 with the left foot. But it goes only as far as Xavier Allen, who takes the intercept mark for South Fremantle. Oh, the kick spilt there by Godwin. It's these basic errors as well that are hurting them. Can Marsden break free? Not this time. We'll have a boundary throw. We'll have a ball up directly in front of goal. Tap out to Van der Hoek. Marsden, like a thief in the night. He might have dragged it in, I think. He did. That's going to be a Bulldogs free kick going the way of Xavier Allen. South Fremantle guide this one towards half-back, but goes only as far as that man right there in Reuben. Long bomb towards the hot spot. Marsden! Marsden with a marvellous mark in the contest. And he can give East Perth a little breathing space at this critical stage in the game. So Seth Marsden, 9 disposals he's had. He's looking to give East Perth an 8-point lead. Their biggest lead in the game if he can steer it through, which he does not. So the margin, 3 points, favouring East Perth. Freight kicks long out towards half-back. Wonderful mark by Douglas. He plays on, pressures on McAuliffe. He gets the fist away. With time and space is Luau Gatlak. He's got 2 going past. McAuliffe receives it. Wobbly old kick inside 50, but luck's a fortune. Nathan kept his eye on it, has taken the mark. Nathan's going to back himself. He'll kick from around about 52 metres out, and what a crucial kick this will be. From 52, it's on its way, won't make the distance, and it's rushed through for a minor score. Kick to a one-on-one. Big fist from Luau Gatlak. Hurried kick towards centre. Running onto it now is Hedge. Gets around one and he's able to get a kick towards right half forward. Tackle applied. McAuliffe gathers. Nathan over the top. It's chopped up by the Royals. An up and under kick. 3 South Fremantle players around it. One of them was Godwin. Play on, says the umpire. Godwin gets a long probing kick up towards half forward. Fist came. Front and square to the contest was Hayden, and he puts South Fremantle back in front. So the Bulldogs take back the lead, and a lead they held throughout the game until, well, except about 4 minutes when that controversial goal by Knapp. And South Fremantle through Hayden, Noah Hayden that is. A beautiful running goal, getting front and square to the contest. Finding some space to run. And a great team lifting goal halfway through this last quarter. It's a 4-point margin in favour of South Fremantle. Back in the middle. Next clearance, all important now. Kick brilliantly smothered, and now they're on the run here, South Fremantle. Probing kick inside 50. Unable to take clean possession was Howard. Now a chance for East Perth to repel. Reagan gets cleaned up, and it'll be a free kick. They're getting things moving here, East Perth. They're eager to get that lead back. Reuben in the defensive half for East Perth. That kick wasn't a good one. The relieving mark is going to be backed up by a long kick towards half forward. Unable to mark there was Skelton. In fact, that's Weston, I should say. South Fremantle with numbers. Beautiful handball along the ground to McAuliffe off a step. And he's missed a lot. 10 minutes remaining in this final term as East Perth clear that defensive 50. No mark. Taking possession there was Payne. The umpire says, give it to me. Fisted away to McAlpine. South Fremantle emerge with it once more. McAuliffe. It's a hurried kick inside 50. No mark. Play on. Could this be a big goal for South Fremantle? And again, it's sprayed wide. Another behind. Long ball to a contest. Hayden couldn't reel in the mark. And it spills over the line for a boundary throw-in. On right centre wing. Big thump out. Chance now for East Perth. And we'll have a repeat stoppage. Ball up. Vanderhoek gets a long kick up towards the forward pocket. And that is a very good relieving mark by Hamish Reagan. Over the top, Nathan. A source of relief for South Fremantle. Long ball to the hotspot. Big leap over the top there, Howard. Spills to ground. East Perth doing all they can to clear out of trouble. Ken doing very well. He's having one of his best games of the season. He's the only one that's gone up to 20 disposals. In the meantime, it's a boundary throw-in. Luak Gatlak got the fist. Chance now for both sides to reset. We'll have a ball up just outside the 50. Another big fist away. East Perth doing all they can. Ken, interesting old hand pass. They'll come away with it, East Perth. 3-on-1, and the 3 beats the 1. Vanderhoek with an easy mark. Vanderhoek will set it up now. In from the side, no mark. Getting it back now was Gardner. East Perth can steer clear. But numbers are going to favour South Fremantle here. Coalface full of Bulldog and Royal players. Emerging there was Hayden. Hacked off the deck. Luau Gatlak takes possession. Comes to Vanderhoek. And now Freight. Freight kicks long and high. 2-on-1. Plays sitting underneath the football. Ken. He's never stopped trying this morning, Garrison Ken. Very classy player. But here comes South Fremantle. Stannard. Could he give the Bulldogs some breathing space? Beautiful kick. Stannard makes the margin 11 points. That might be the sealer for South Fremantle. Stannard has got his first goal. It's capping off a marvellous game. Over 20 disposals, and he might have kicked the sealer for the Bulldogs. Seven, 11, 9, 10. Luau Gatlak gets the palm down. Have East Perth run out of lottery tickets? Stannard, long ball, 1-on-1. Perhaps not. Omaday has taken a great mark. They've got to kick 2 goals and 2 goals quickly. They'd have any chance in this game. Big pack of players going underneath it. Freight. Couldn't make the most of that chance. Numbers favour East Perth. Good tackle. Ball dispossessed. Great work there by McAuliffe to keep it alive. Long ball. Oh, good use of the body there by Omade once again. There's a South Fremantle player down. He's down behind play, but they haven't stopped it. Chance now for McAuliffe, and now they do. Now they stop it. And that does not look good. And that is something you do not want to see. Player down on his haunches in tremendous pain. Don't know who it is. We can't pick out the number. Want to try and see who it is when he gets off the ground. And he's being helped from the ground in the hands of the trainers. And that looks very, very serious. We want to find out who it is. Not putting any weight on that left leg, so it appears to be a major injury, whether it be knee or ankle, but it looks very, very serious. He is in tremendous pain, no doubt about that. So we'll have to wait for the player to be completely off the playing arena before play can resume. But gee, that is a big blow, isn't it, for South Fremantle as they go into the second half of the season and almost certainly be back on top of the ladder. We can get back underway. It's South Fremantle's ball as player coming off the ground gets a well-deserved round of applause for his efforts today, and hopefully he'll recover very quickly. Down the line it goes. Lowell Gatlak. Hand pass comes out. Good strong tackling here, and it's going to be rewarded. Holding the ball. Free kick going the way of East Perth. Kick goes to a 2-on-1. Stannard is having a big game for South Fremantle today. The kick to a 1-on-1 over the head of the intended target. Roving it out the back was McAlpine. McAlpine does well. Good sweeping handball to Spowett. He's on the burst with that left foot. 1-on-1. No mark. Great recovery. Handball comes out to De Morton. De Morton just got it away in time. Fist was a bit awkward, and Hedge was able to reset for South Fremantle. He gives it off to Godwin. Godwin's kick goes only as far as Payne. Is there somehow time for East Perth? Long ball up towards full forward. No mark, but a free kick anyway. And the free kick's going the way of Barnard. He's not going to waste any time. He knows how much time there is on the clock, and he doesn't want to waste it. If he kicks this goal, East Perth are still in with a chance. He's missed. And so that might be the last chance for East Perth. The margin is 10 points. Less than a minute to go, and it might be enough for South Fremantle. Long ball towards half-back. Players going up. Ball spills to the front of the contest. South Fremantle emerge. Long kick down the line. 1-on-1. Good lead there by Hookham. Hookham buys another 15 metres and sends this one long towards the forward pocket. Good relieving mark there by Omade. Omade repels and going over the top. Lowell Gatlak. What a day he's had. Now, South Fremantle They started out on the right note. They were challenged. And as that ball's driven long for one final entry inside 50, it's going to be a Bulldogs win. They showed their class, and they will go back to the top of the ladder in the EGT WAFL Colts competition. They've bounced back after their loss to East Fremantle 6 days ago, but take nothing away from East Perth's gallant fight. They showed tremendous grit and maturity, only to be overrun in the last 10 minutes by a very disciplined and desperate South Fremantle, who came into this game under pressure. But in the end, they have got there by 10 points, 9-10, 64 to 7-12, 54. Leading possession getters for both sides following this game. Leading the charge for the Bulldogs, Stannard with 27, Vanderhoek with 22, McAuliffe with 17, Elijah Nathan with 15. And for East Perth, Garrison Ken with 22 and James Barnard with 20. Payne with 17 and Norgard Lee with 16. Goal kickers for both sides. Well, no multiples for East Perth. There was Knapp, Moyle, Craven, Payne, Lamb, Knott and McAlpine who ended up with goals. And for South Fremantle, Hunt and Hookham were the multiple goal kickers. They kicked 2, Smith, Stannard, the Haydens and Howard, each getting a goal as well. So that ends round 9 of the EGT WAFL Colts competition. The winners for the weekend, of course, South Fremantle over East Perth, Subiaco. They crushed Perth by some 53 points yesterday, and on Friday night, Peel Thunder defeated Swan Districts by 14 points. South Fremantle are on top, ahead of Claremont on percentage. Then comes East Fremantle in 3rd, West Perth 4th, Swan Districts 5th, and Peel Thunder, they are tied on points with Swan Districts, but behind on percentage. Then on 8 points, Subiaco, East Perth and Perth. Round 10 only has 2 games, and they're both on Saturday morning. It is Claremont taking on Perth, and East Fremantle doing battle with West Perth. That is certainly going to be a beauty. Thanks for your company across the weekend of EGT WAFL Colts football. My name's Paul Persick. Hope you enjoy your Sunday of footy.